So I had this large bunny for a long time. I decided to make a little bunny, a couple of carrots. I stained everything with wood stain, and we're going to paint it up and do some a little different. I am using Waverly chalk paint from Micheal's, and I am using a little piece of scrap wood to basically lay the chalk paint onto my bunny. And I'm simply just scraping it on. You can even use a paint spatula or anything like that. I am not doing any particular order. I am not covering the entire surface. This is a technique that I've learned from Sarah from Booksy and Button Designs. And I watched her for the first time and I fell in love, was very inspired by this technique. So I finally decided to use it and do it. I am not covering the entire surface with the blue that I'm using. However, we are going to put in another color. And it is important to dry in between coats, otherwise the paints will just melt in together and that's not the effect that we want. So make sure that your paint is totally dry before you go ahead and apply the second color. Now I chose this beautiful yellow. However, you can use any color you want. And again, I'm just filling in here and there. No particular order and no particular system. You can go heavier on the paint or lighter. You can incorporate another color. I just wanted this combination. Once both colors are dry, I'm going to go over everything with a light coat of white chalk paint. And this time I am covering the entire surface, but I'm not going too heavy with the paint. This was my first time trying this technique, you guys, and I was a little nervous, but it turned out gorgeous. Now, you won't see me do it on camera. However, I also did the same technique on the smaller bunny. And once it's all dry, here comes the reveal, you guys. You start sanding it off, and the colors come through in such a beautiful way. Look at that. It looks aged. It looks so beautiful. You have the brown stain, you have the blue, and you have the yellow, and all the colors come through together. And just like the paint, the same is for the sanding. You can go as light or as heavy as you want with the sanding until whatever color revealed is to your liking. I did the same technique for the carrots, but for the carrots I only used the stain, and then I used the orange and a little bit of brown. And actually in here you're going to see me use two different techniques for the carrot. So you can cover it with fabric if you want to. I always like to give my elements a different texture and a different look so that when we put it all together, you have a mixture of everything and it gives more depth to my designs. I know what you're thinking. The orange is very bright, but once we put it on the fabric, it's really not that bright. You're going to see I also mixed in a little bit of Miss Tracy coffee grunge in there. And you can find the recipe on Miss Tracy's page, which it's called My Sweet Home Living. And just sprinkled a little bit of instant coffee on it just to resemble dirt. And just let it dry a little bit. The next carrot I just painted on wood. I'm not showing it here, but I will do a separate video to show you how I finished it off. I did it with the orange, sanded it off, passed on a little brown chalk, sanded that down, and continued the process until I liked it. And here's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys soon.